sour, sir. One packet quickly. Black tea, sour. Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Okay, hi, you're watching Greg's B Eats and we're here at Old Airport Road Food Centre to talk about Selera Rasa. It's been in business since the early 1980s and this stall is very popular, as you can tell from the queues. Why? Because it sells nasi biryani for very, very cheap. For what you get in a plate of biryani here, it would normally cost about $5 and upwards. But at Selera Rasa, it's only $3.50 and that is incredible value for money. So come, let's have a taste. One mutton and one chicken. Mutton,
Two rice or one rice?
Two rice, sorry. Oh, thank you. Okay, fine. We're back from the stall and I ordered two biryanis here. We ordered the chicken biryani and we ordered the mutton biryani. But before I go on, just a bit of history about this cheap biryani deal. The stall's cheap biryani offer actually only started about 10 years ago. Before that, they were selling nasi lemak plus biryani. But when they started this cheap biryani offer, right, the response was so overwhelming that they stopped selling their nasi lemak altogether to focus solely on the biryani. First, I'll show you what the chicken biryani looks like. I've already mixed it up a bit lah. So I was taking B-roll footage. And this is the mutton. Looks like quite a lot of meat. So what you get is the local Malay style of nasi biryani, which is rice with meat and it's cooked separately. The rice portions look average. It's a standard meat portion on top, maybe a little bit bigger. Now they used to actually do sliced cucumbers. They don't do sliced cucumbers anymore. They actually do sort of like stir-fried cabbage and carrots and the standard bowl of dalcha over here. Lentil-based curry on the side. You can also add a boiled egg for 50 cents extra. So trying the meats first. First I'm going to try the chicken biryani. It looks like the chicken was actually fried then cooked in a curry. Okay, quite standard chicken flavors. The chicken texture is decent. It's not moist, not dry. Try one more piece. Okay, maybe a little bit dry in the meat. And this is the thigh meat, so it's got no excuse being dry lah. But very often the chicken in the chicken biryani comes usually dry lah, which is why you have the curry to help it along. Now for the mutton. Mutton looks as though you get 3 pieces. So basically it's 3 small pieces and it adds up to 1 standard piece. Oh god. The mutton pieces stand out because they are especially tender. It's really good. As for the flavouring, it comes decently spicy. It hasn't been tamed down at all. The savoury curry flavour is actually alright today. The masala which they give is basically just the curry lah. The curry which they cook the chicken and the mutton in. Okay, quite power packed, quite decently spicy, which is good. I've previously been to this place and the masala gravy could have done with more oomph, but today is alright. It's actually very nicely done today. So they've actually gotten better lah. Okay, the rice is a mix of jasmine and long grain basmati rice, I suspect. And it comes slightly buttery lah. But it's okay considering the price you pay lah. And the vegetable on the side. As I said, last time it was just sliced cucumbers. Now they're giving stir-fried cabbage with carrots. Okay, can't complain. Fried with a bit of oil, a bit of salt, very basic, quite nice, crunchy. Gives your palate a break because it's so fresh. And finally, the dalcha. Quite a lot of flavour in this one. Quite oil rich, savoury. It's quite spice rich too. quite a thick consistency. You can definitely taste the lentils inside. Sometimes you don't get any ingredients inside, sometimes you do. It depends on your luck. Right, so some meat, some rice, and some of the dalcha. Oh, yummy. Okay, the meat is a bit dry, but the dalcha gravy to up the savouriness, the oil richness. So it's actually okay when you eat it together. But the overall flavour, there's plenty of curries flavour, plenty of savouriness, spice flavour. It's actually not toned down, which is good. Trying the rice and the mutton. There's the mutton. The mutton itself actually has got a good flavour. It's very slightly sweet. They've sweetened it a bit, but it's not sweet. Some people like that, some people will not like that. Depends on your preference. The mutton is definitely the better of the two, because the meat is so soft. But bear in mind that this is meat close to the bone, so it's bound to be soft. I've tried this stall at other times, and the mutton is usually softer than the chicken anyway. And when you eat it with the dalcha, it adds flavour inside. So you eat the mutton on its own, it's nice. The rice is a bit plainish, but you eat the mutton and the rice and the dalcha, and it comes together quite nicely. The curry spices are perhaps a little bit, very slightly on the powdery side, which means that it hasn't been fried properly. But really, it's a minor niggle. Okay, I just tried some of the meatier bits of the mutton, and it can also be a bit dry. But again, you're adding the dalcha inside, and it gives it that much needed moisture and oil richness anyway. So they gave me meat close to the bone, and so there's all this lovely bone marrow inside here, and it is wonderful. It's so buttery. I think I just died and went to heaven. Woo! So to sum up, the chicken and mutton biryanis, they could be better. Spices could be fried a little bit more. The pieces are a little bit on the dry side. And the rice isn't exactly top grade. It's definitely on the lower grade. But if you just look at the overall flavour alone, right, it may not be the best, but it is definitely above average. And that's pretty amazing for this price. And I've tried the chicken and the mutton biryanis, but I still haven't tried their killer dish, which is the fried chicken biryani. So I have to come back a few days later to talk about that. So see you in a bit. So welcome to day 2. I'm back at Selera Rasa, and today I've ordered their fried chicken biryani, arguably their most popular dish over here. The stall actually has 4 different biryani options: the mutton, the fried fish, the chicken curry, but the main highlight is their fried chicken. So trying the meat, oh, look at that. See? It's freshly fried. It only came out of the fryer 2 minutes, 5 minutes around there. So this is freshly fried. And what you expect, it's got a crispy skin, it's well spiced, it's got a big savoury flavour. The meat is moist and it's not dry. They're always frying 2 wokfuls of chicken at the same time because it is so popular. But that's a good thing, because it also means that the chicken is always fresh. The best thing is that additional pieces of fried chicken are available for only $2 each. So you can have a fantastic fried chicken biryani indulgence, 2 pieces of fried chicken for only $5.50. The price of a normal biryani anywhere else. If you add a boiled egg, that's an extra 50 cents. Then if you add papadum, that's another 50 cents as well. So if you really want a grand indulgence, right, 2 fried chicken, 1 egg, 1 papadum, you're paying at about $6.50, which is amazing value, absolutely amazing value. This is the boiled egg, by the way, and this is the papadum. And the reason why they pack it this way is so that it doesn't get soft. And this was the other piece of fried chicken which they gave me. They cut it here and there so that it actually cooks all the way through. If I were to nitpick, right, I suppose the fried chicken could be little less fried, because it is on the borderline of very slightly dry. But this piece is moist. Wow. This is a fried chicken skin, and it is gloriously crunchy. Come and show you. So good. One point to note, the fried chicken itself, right, can be a little on the salty side if you eat it alone. But once you pair it with the rice and the dalcha, right, it's fine. The savouriness is just there. Okay, done. So the fried chicken biryani is finished. I'm going to slowly eat my papadum, and I'm going to come back just one last time to briefly talk about the fried fish biryani. It's a biryani which isn't ordered very often, but it is, in my mind, still one of the better ones. So I'll see you in a few days' time. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm back at Selera Rasa to try the last dish, which is the fish biryani. So it's 350, it's the usual rice plus a little bit of veg. Today, they gave a little bit different of a veg. Instead of the cabbage, which I was given over the past few days, they're back to giving the achar, which is sliced cucumbers and carrots. It's not really achar per se, as in like it's not pickled, but it's kind of like lightly flavored fresh vegetables. So the fish biryani, they give a fried fish, and the fried fish is roughly the same sort of spices as the fried chicken. There we go. So let's not waste time trying the fish. The fish is actually a little bit small today. They've got varying sizes. Sometimes it's a bit bigger, sometimes it's a bit smaller like this. So yeah, I would have preferred a bigger fish, obviously. Yep. The same strong savory spices. And the chicken, the fish is deep fried nicely, but it is much better when it comes straight out of the wok lah. But unfortunately, the fish doesn't move as fast as the chicken, so it will be less fresh. So bear that in mind lah. But when it does come straight out of the wok, right, there's a softer texture and there is a little bit more moisture. So I will just try the achar. So as I said, this is not really true achar in the sense that it's pickled and with spices, and over here it is kind of like fresh chopped vegetables, and then it's mixed with a little bit of spice and seasonings. So fresh, quite crunchy, very nice. The cucumbers comes crunchy, comes a little bit sweet with spices. I don't think I taste any sourness. I don't actually know why they've got different vegetables depending on the day. The skin is wonderfully crispy at the ends. They actually drown it in a bit of the masala gravy, curry gravy. So the skin does go a little bit soft. I wish they didn't do that, but that's how it is lah. You know? So that was the fried fish biryani. Probably the least popular of all the options, but it is still quite excellently done in my opinion. If you intend on eating the fish, right, observe the stall and see whether they have any fried fish. If they don't have any, right, join the queue, because that means that a fresh batch is going to come soon, and it is best when it is freshly fried. So that was a fairly in-depth look at Selera Rasa Nasi Biryani, which in my mind offers some of the best biryani for the money lah. Okay, $3.50 for a biryani is like unreal value. And just looking at the taste quality of the biryani itself, right, it is pretty much up there lah. It is definitely significantly above average. So thanks for watching another episode of Greg's B Eats, where I eat through the whole of Singapore. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.